Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Heather C and I'm inviting you to come along and craft with me. Today I'm playing with die cuts, specifically a Temu die cut. This is episode 2 in my die cut play series. Be sure to check out my first video linked below, and I will also link how to get this on Temu. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry about the glare. I'm trying to light it up so you can see. I start with A, and then I'm going to put B in. No, I think I'll do C. I play around with it to see, what kind of set I want to do with the shims. I really don't know until I try the dye out. Sometimes it takes thicker, sometimes it takes thinner. Lay that to the side. I'll put this in my cardstock because it's still good cardstock. And I'm gonna put it down. I think I'm gonna put it down as close to the edge as I can get it. Waste not, want not. And then I'm gonna put a B shim above it. My shims, I apologize, they are a mess. Oh Lord. And I've stuck this down crooked, so we will see how it goes. Oh, it's gonna spin for me. Let's see. Ooh, this one's tight. I don't know. May have went too tight on it. Yeah. Too much right there. So let's take the C out, put the B down, put this down. I don't want to harm my die. It's just something you just never know, until you try, unless, now this one may be too smooth. Run it through a few times and see. Hopefully it'll get it. But the way I feel this going, I just don't think it's doing anything right now. Yeah, no, it didn't. So yeah, even though that was tough going through, that's what it's going to have to be. It's going to have to be C. So I left this in because I wanted to show that I did have some trouble with this. And I'll talk about it later in this video, but basically what it boils down to is that this die is really long, and my cuddle bug is just about too small for it. Let's hope so. All right. May not have to run it through so many times, but then again, it's still not wanting to get these pieces right here and right here. So I may have to put another something extra. I'm gonna have to do like some paper. So we're gonna put some paper through it. Let's get some paper to do this. So now what I'm doing is adding a few pieces of cardstock to act like another shim, and you can add as many cardstock pieces that it needs. Like I started out with 4 or 5 sheets, and then I went down to 3, and 3 was the perfect amount for what I needed for those delicate cuts. if they got that area. Yep. I believe it got that area. It's pretty, you know, Yep. All right, let's hope and pray. Look how smooth that paper is now. Can you see? Look at that. Oh, goodness. Let's see. And it may seem like a lot of work, but try cutting this out by hand. Not happening, right? I have a Cricut, and I have a Sizzix from way back when down in the basement. Yeah. But getting them out and lugging the Sizzix up here, I'd rather do this. And I like playing with die cuts. No, it's not for everyone. But anyway. So, how do you do your die cuts? Do you have a machine? Do you have the cutting machine? Do you have like a Cricut? Do you have a Sizzix? Do you have a Big Shot? I have a little Cuttlebug. That's what I use my die cuts on. Right now, it's more convenient. I've got my Cricut up here, hooked up. I could use it, but I don't know. I get it out occasionally. When I do, I like to cut out a bunch of things at once, so I don't have to fool with it for a while. Because it's behind my sewing machine, and I always have to move my sewing machine to use the Cricut, and I have to move the Cricut to use my sewing machine, and I'm kind of lazy, you know. Maybe if I ever get my she shed, I can have a table for both, but I'm practicing being content right now, so trying my best to be content. But if my husband keeps buying me things and bringing it in here, you know, I'm going to have a little problem putting stuff where it goes. I've already got stuff in my son's room. I've got stuff in my bedroom. I've got stuff in the basement, which the basement could hold more. All that stuff that's in my room and in my son's room, I could actually take to the basement. It's just, I've got to get rid of some junk in the basement and clean it up a little bit better to have more of my scrapbook stuff and craft stuff down there. It's pouring outside right now. This is the second rain we've had today. My dogs do not like it because they do not like going outside in the rain. There we go. Okay. There. Okay. Now I could fold that over, but I'm kind of wanting it to be a tag pocket. So let's just go ahead and glue it down like this. Okay, so now a tag would go in it like, let me grab a tag. Let's use this one. Now this don't match, but yeah, see? Or a tag. Ain't that pretty? Yeah. Okay, I'm back and I've got several different colors of papers cut out to make some of these. I'm going to run it through one more time on camera to show you if it's any smoother now that I know exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to put A in. I'm going to put C in. I'm going to get my paper. I'm going to do white this time because I want one that looks like lace. Then I put the die. The thing is, how long this is for my, it's hard for my, what's it called? Cuttlebug to catch because it is about the length of it. And I've got to get it between, you know, the shims. And then also, when I pull it back so far, it's hard for this to catch it. So that's the trouble I'm having getting it to roll. Okay, this part right here. So, okay, it caught pretty well that time, but the paper's not going through. So let's run it through. There went some paper. Okay. Okay, it's still right there. And maybe right there just a little bit. So I'm going to have to run it through again. So you see what's happening and how to correct it. You just have to keep running it through. First of all, sorry about the bouncing because of my camera being on the same table that my Cuttlebug was on. That caused a lot of bouncing. Here I am again trying to get it to catch. The thing is that the die is probably too long for a Cuttlebug really because of the way that it doesn't want to catch. If you had a bigger, like a big shot or something, I'm sure you wouldn't have this problem. All right, let's see. Okay, yeah, that looks a lot better. So I'm going to take that out of the die. And oh wow, a lot of it I didn't even have to punch out. That's good. Okay, I'll work on that in a little bit, but that is pretty, isn't it? I'm going to leave it up to you to tell me if you think it's worth it or not. I'm going to run through some more and be back to show you what I've got. Okay, I cut out a few. Let's see, I got a craft, a burgundy, melon salmon color, gold, mustard, black, red, and 2 white. So I've been a little busy. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and start folding them together and putting them together, folding them and putting them together. Okay, here they are and how they've turned out. They made little envelopes. I can also leave it open like I said before with the blue one to use for tag pockets. But yeah, they're super cute. Require a lot of detail fidgeting, but I will link this die cut down below. Thanks for joining me today for some die cut play. Have a blessed, crafty day. Bye-bye.